Some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. First down. Got his man quickly. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. This guy's always a big part of the game plan, and they get him involved right off the bat.
I mean, it's pretty simple. Your best players should touch the football the most. First play out the gates. I know I got a big-time advantage, big-time wide receiver. Get him the football, make the gain. I expect we'll see a lot more of that throughout this football game.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. The RPO, it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grab near the marker is Landry.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Wants to keep it in the air. Right on the money.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed to rock it. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
And the Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. He's got him along the sidelines. Beautiful footwork for the first down. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They want to run it left here. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line. Let's talk about Alabama. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Off play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Off the RPO, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide, he sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass, he'll take that completion.
Now on second down. They'll give it to the back. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
Well, this quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready. Had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Hauls it in.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And the Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to swing it on second down. Quick completion on the out route. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good, build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab down the middle. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking to throw on first down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
On 2nd and 10, he full wide out set, trips right. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's got him. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. A strike down the field. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And this is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman-caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him. I would keep force-feeding him the football because he's catching fire right now.
The Canes with the 1st and 10. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Makes the catch. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
The Hurricanes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Wants to throw again. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Oregon is ahead early right now, but years past they've had Michael James or Joey Harrington. They don't have that guy this year, and that's why this is tight. They're up by 7 over Missouri. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes that Alabama offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in the...
They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Find some fresh air. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Looking downfield on first down. Quick strike complete. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Canes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Miami.
Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
What a throw. Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Landry. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26.
And I tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot work in the middle of the field and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest. Nice throw, nice catch.
Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's got it on the move. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. He's at the 50. Past the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown time. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. What about the speed of that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job of flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Picked off! What a play by this defense! They'll chase him out of bounds after that. Mark it at the 16-yard line.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the left. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire playbook.
Man, it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama!
Well, one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Trying to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. It's complete on the right side. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Snagged in the middle. It's Landry. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. Looking downfield on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And the Canes line it up with a 1st and goal. Defense looks like they're coming. From the gun. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Fit it in the window for the score.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Complete in the middle. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Working the middle, it's complete. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Under fire. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Canes will kick it away to crank up the second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Man, you blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage. And more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback making adjustments. The play action fake. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And another interception for the Crimson Tide. And Bama has a few ball hawks in this secondary. You might be putting old Hootie Ingram in the sights for his single-season interception record with 10.
Yeah, and it's hard to find DBs that are going to catch the ball consistently. When you get one, it's a nice day. But when you get two, it's a great day. You got a guy ball hawking the football, finding it, creating big plays for this defense.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength.
Timeout, Miami.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Gets it out quickly. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Hurricanes in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Going deep. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. You get a guy who can do that on the outside and is sort of in the DNA of Miami's program.
Yeah, just speed. Those are guys that put fear in you. Those are the track stars. The Sunshine State produces so many of them. Those guys can absolutely fly.
Fakes to grab. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. quick touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Canes! And the stomping has commenced.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready. They were disciplined and made a good play on the football.
Working that left side now. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the...
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Throws for the tight end. Got a man in the middle. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down. And how about this tight end finding that soft spot after the play action froze him?
It's tough to do sometimes for these tight ends to kind of find zone.
Oh, he's got some space. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. On the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to bring this one out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got the tight end. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And now he's in the 400 club, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Canes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy, just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Just keep slinging it. Quickly complete. There he goes. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
He's looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Back to pass. Touchdown, Miami! And the punishment has been extended. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the Pac-12 today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. Duke is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. They're trailing by just 4 to Iowa State. We'll keep you posted on things in this game that's sure to shake things up in the Pac-12, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Open space at the 25. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it at the 20. Touchdown, Alabama! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they had...
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back in the 45. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. At the 35, he's got room. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. That last catch puts him over 150 yards receiving on the day.
Reese, this defense has no answer for this guy. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's run or who's been covering him. They just can't stop him.
We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Here's the pressure. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Honestly, 3rd and 1, I think you just run the ball. You just trust in your own guy's ability to be more physical, win the line of scrimmage, and go get that yard. Now with the sack, they're going to have to punt.
And the Hurricanes looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Looking downfield on first down. Looking left. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And the route is on. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes that Alabama offense. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. It's complete to the right. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. Alabama quickly back to the line. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. How about this? They go empty 5 wide on 2nd and 2. Wants to go up top. Right down the middle. Finds a man on the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown time.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Offenses nowadays know one speed, be aggressive, go after it. Even if you got a lead, you see a lot of offenses do this and take shots and keep making big plays down the field. I like it. Keep it up.
He's looking to pass. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide out, trying to get it in. Touchdown, Canes! And the beatdown has ensued. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Here comes the heat. Stands in and takes the hit. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
This is exactly how you draw it up. This is a situation where you can have all the easy stuff. We're not giving up the big play. The defense understands the situation, forces the incompletion, and now has a chance to just take that beautiful victory formation, run the clock, and get the W.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road today.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my